what is the difference between classic set, volume set, and mega volume set. Hi, my name is COSMINA. I'm a certified lash stylist and licensed esthetician. So in this video, I want to explain you, and also I want to show you what's the difference between classic, volume, and mega volume, and what kind of style you can create with the volume and mega volume. So now, are you doing any pre-consultation right before to inform your client what's the classic, what is the volume, how is the mega volume? Because what I've seen in my case with my clients, they are so afraid to do volume or mega volume. Now I understand of the mega volume because mega volume is a little bit more than a normal, but with light volume between 2D and up to 6, 7, you can create something very, very beautiful and very, very light. So now I'm gonna give you an example. I had one of my clients the other day that she was so afraid to do volume because will look very fakey on her eyes. It's not gonna look very natural, it's gonna look too much. And I was so happy to explain them the difference between classic and light volume. So I said, okay, so classic, it's very, very natural look. We can go with the length, we can make them a little bit longer, but basically if you are having, let's say, 50 natural lashes, you cannot apply more extensions than 50 because we are applying only one lash. So now, very important with classic, if your natural lashes are going in one side, in left or right, the extension is gonna go and it's gonna look the same because it's only one lash attached to the natural lash. Now, if we are talking about volume, let's say 2 or 3 fans, even if your natural lash is like in one side, when you come with the fan and you apply the fan, it's gonna fan beautiful and you're not gonna see that natural lash going in one side. So basically with light volume you can create something beautiful. Now I will suggest, and what I've seen on my clients, classic is mostly for people that they have a lot of lashes. So you can add the length and you can still see a little fullness on them because they have a lot of lashes. Now, do you think classic is gonna work for people that they have a lot of gaps, a lot of spaces, a lot of spare lashes between the natural lashes? No. And the reason why the classic is not gonna work is because imagine you have one lash here and one lash here and you have this big gap in the middle. If you are applying one classic and one classic, you cannot cover anything. You cannot basically do anything to cover that gap, right? But let's say we are doing 3 fan of lashes, right? So if you have a natural lash here and a natural lash here and this space it's empty and a gap, when you apply the fan here and you apply the fan here, obviously they're gonna cover that gap and you can make a beautiful look that you can even see that there was a gap. So basically that is the difference between classic and volume. Most of the time, I would say 99% of the time, I do light volume between 2 to 5, 6D. This because for me it's the most natural look that you can see. And also when I do a pre-consultation before any sets, I like to explain them what's the classic and what's the mega volume and light volume. Now I also have those sponges that I made some classic, some light volume and some mega volume, and usually I like to explain them on this. So for example, I have in here, I don't know if you can see, I have in here 3 types of lashes: classic, light volume and mega volume. You can definitely see how the difference between classic, light volume and mega volume is. And then I have this sponge with mega volume, so people can really understand what's the mega volume. And then I have this sponge right here with 2, 3, 4, 5s and 6Ds. So they can better understand and see the difference between 2D, 3D, 4D, 5D. And also I have the wispy look that they can also see. So this is what I like to do every time before we start any sets, even if a lot of people they book for classic. And the reason why they book for classic set is because they think that classic is very, very classy and very natural. It is very natural, but still, even light volume can be very, very natural. If you do something like 2-3D, it will look beautiful. I'm gonna post some pictures so you can see the difference. But like I mentioned, light volume, you can create that perfect look and that perfect fan. So you can cover gaps, you can cover spaces, you can cover basically everything. So yes, that's the difference between classic and volume. And like I mentioned, I do 99% of the times light volume, just because for me it's the most beautiful and the most natural look that you can see. And also I do mega volume sometimes as well. Even with mega volume, we use something very, very thin, like 0.03, that is not gonna damage your natural lashes. People think that if it's too heavy, it's gonna damage your natural lashes. Now, of course, we have to, like I mentioned, we have to do a pre-consultation before. I have people that they go in the system and they book for mega volume. Now, we have to wait until I see you and do a pre-consultation, so I see, do you have enough lashes for mega volume? Do you have thicker lashes for mega volume? Obviously, we cannot do mega volume on those people that they have the lashes very, very weak, very, very fine, very, very soft, because it's gonna be very heavy to the natural lash. So the natural lash is not gonna hold that heavy fan. You know, mega volume is between 10 to 20 lashes attached to one natural lash. So we have to have enough lashes to actually apply this fan. Okay guys, so that was the difference between classic, that was the difference between mega and light volume. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions about the tweezers, about the glue, anything else, about supplies or anything else. And don't go anywhere, just because in the next playlist I have all my favorite brands for lashes so far, and we'll see you in the next video.